Hey, what's going on, Poké fans? Welcome back to the Pet to the Peak YouTube channel. In today's video, we're looking to one very interesting deck list. It is a Boltund, Vikavolt, and Flaaffy combo. What is so special about Boltund? Well, definitely Bolt Storm attack that says that this attack does 30 damage, 10 plus 30 more damage for each lightning energy attached to all of your Pokemons in play. Theoretically speaking, we can energy accelerate our benched Pokemon with Electrify, where we can search the deck up for 2 lightning energies and attach them on our benched Pokemon any ways we like. And additionally, we can use the Dynamotor, so once during our turn, we can attach a lightning energy from discard pile to one of our benched Pokemons. And in theory, energy can be extra attached with the Bede as well as the Raihan when one of our Pokemons are knocked out during our opponent's last turn. Additionally, we have 4 copies of Level Ball, 4 copies of Quick Ball, as well as 4 copies of Stormy Mountains, so we can easily search the deck for either way Mareep, Boltund, Vikavolt, or even if it's necessary for Crobat for extra draw support, as well as the Flaaffy with those Level Balls, so we can easily be ready to go at that turn 2 very explosively. Situationally, we play Vikavolt, so we can try to maybe paralyze Bolt until we manage to get a lot more energies in play, and then we can simply go for a one-hit knockout, at least in theory. Some matchups are definitely going to be hard to play against. Well, probably Rapid Strike or Shifu will be one of them, as well as the Dragapult VMAX. Where on the other side, some other matchups like, let's say, Leafeon VMAX could potentially be a good one into our favor. But then again, if we are facing, let's say, Jolteon VMAX, then Jolteon can simply take the knockout against 2 Flaaffys, which will be very difficult for us to deal with that deck. But once we manage to set up, then we can definitely try to one-hit knock out those Jolteons and basically take 3 prize cards and maybe even 2 hit KOs, actually 2 times in a row knockout against VMAX for the game, which is definitely possible in a mid to late game if you set up properly. So as I've already mentioned, 4 copies of Level Ball, 4 copies of Quick Ball, and 4 copies of Stormy Mountains, so we can definitely win the Stadium War at least. 1 copy of Pal Pad, so we can shuffle supported cards back into the deck, and 1 copy of Tool Scrapper as well. Additionally, this deck plays 4 copies of Research and 3 copies of Marnie for the draw support. Research is very good because it helps us to discard those lightning energies so we can pick them up later with the Dynamotor. Additionally, deck plays 2 copies of Raihan, so we can attach energy from our discard pile to one of our Pokemon and search the deck for any card we need, as well as 2 Bede, so you can attach basic energy from hand to one of our benched Pokemon. So theoretically, per turn, we can attach 2 energies instead of the 1 if we have 2 energies in our hand and Bede to use it. 2 copies of Boss's Orders, as well as the 2 Air Balloon and 2 copies of Cape of Toughness. So Air Balloon for 2 less retreat and 2 Cape of Toughness, so we can have 50 extra HP on that Boltund, so we can survive a little bit more with it in the active position. 10 lightning basic energies and 4 speed lightning energy cards. Theoretically speaking, you can also tweak this deck a little bit more, so you can, for example, reduce 2 Bedes, and you can also go -1 Pal Pad, so you can try to take, let's say, 4 copies of Turbo Patches in this build, so you can just play with 4 copies of Turbo Patch instead of the Bede, so you can even have more options available to get even more energies into play. But the Bede choice is quite obvious, because if we start with the Bede Vikavolt combo, we can then just use Paralyze Bolt at our turn 1, and then we can simply hit for that extra damage, which is 50, and we can also item lock our opponent, and then turn 2 we can start to set up those Dynamotors and, you know, just try to get a lot more energies on the Boltund on the bench and set the Boltund so we can use that Bolt Storm for the one-hit knockout. And that's pretty much the deck list, and this is pretty much the concept of the deck. The concept of the deck is to set the Boltund, potentially stall a little bit with the Vikavolt, and then try to use advantage of the Bolt Storm and one-hit knockout opponent Pokemons in play, potentially for 2 or maybe even 3 prize cards if it's possible. So this is the deck list that I will use in today's video. If you already didn't, please consider subscribing to the channel for more videos, hit the thumbs up, click the notification bell so you don't miss any future video, and if you may be looking forward for any singles or sealed products, you can also check CCG Castle. Link will be provided in the video description. So let's do some game tests so you can see how this deck will work in action. So see you in the game. Alright, so if we can start second with Boltund, that means that we can start with the energy acceleration. If we start first, that means that we can theoretically set up a lot of Mareeps and potentially even Vikavolt for that item lock turn 2. So we have 2 different options how to play the game. Alright, and it looks like we're gonna play versus a Leafeon VMAX deck, which is gonna be a really tough matchup. That's what I can say for sure. So greeting calls, and he already have Leafeons with 2 energy powered up. Okay. Which means I'm gonna use that Level Ball, and we'll definitely go for that Mareep, Stormy Mountains for my Boltund, and then Research for 7. Another Mareep, and no energy, but I still can try to get out that Crobat. Really didn't want it to discard that Flaaffy, but I really don't have another option. And we'll go for another Boltund as well. And then Crobat for 5. If I miss energy, I don't think I'm gonna miss it. Yeah, as I mentioned it, really hard to miss energy in this way. Okay, so retreat, and we can go with Electrifier and add some energies to our bench of Pokemons. There we go. Next turn I can have 1 extra Flaaffy in play, plus I can play Speed Lightning Energy to power up my Boltund. And additionally Marnie, but I would really like to be able to play that Research, potentially maybe even a Bede. Who knows, so I can get some extra energy acceleration. Yeah, that Leafeon VMAX can basically hit for 60 times the amount of retreat cost in my active Pokemon. And as long as he have also that Galar Mine, he can increase the damage by a lot more. And there's a Marnie from the other side, so hopefully I can draw something like a Research and let's say 5 energies. That would be pretty dope, but obviously it's not gonna happen. Okay, so what I really needed here was a tool to survive the 1 hit from the Leafeon. But it is how it is. At least I have 1 Flaaffy, as well as Speed Lightning Energy, and do I want to go with the Bede or I want to go with the Marnie? I'll actually go with the Bede, as long as I can get another... actually, if I go with him, probably he will just knock me out. Yeah, my tools are actually priced, so it really doesn't matter anyways. Really doesn't matter anyways, unfortunately. So I can use that Dynamotor, and I can beat that energy to my Boltund, and then I can simply Bolt Storm for only 160, unfortunately. For only like 160, which is really a low amount of the damage for the turn 2. But both Cape of Toughness are unfortunately priced, so that actually cost me a lot. It will actually cost me 4 prize cards at the end. Oh, but it looks like that he doesn't have another Leafeon in play. At least right now he will have one. Okay. And he goes straight away for the knockout. Which is okay, because I will return knockout back anyways. Okay, that Stormy Mountains actually is a very good top deck, because I can put another Boltund in play. I can use my Dynamotor. No, I'm not gonna use Bede. I will just go for 7 because I need more Flaaffys in place, more energy attachments. Lucky for me, I managed to put 3 Flaaffy in play. How many energies I do have in my discard pile? Only 1, so 1 more energy can unfortunately only be attached. Do I need to use this? Yes, I will definitely use it for... I have Raihan in my hand, so it can be something like Bede Boss Pal Pad. And let's go for the Bolt Storm, and that will be a knockout, 190 damage in total. So there is a Lightning Energy, Cape of Toughness, which I really need, as well as another Speed Lightning Energy card, and I'm gonna definitely need a Boss's Orders for the next turn, so I can boss potentially in a one-hit knockout that Leafeon on the bench. Otherwise, game will be over once he put another Leafeon VMAX in play with that Galar Mine. So at least I can try to buff the stadium with my Stormy Mountains. Luckily I'm playing 4 stadium cards, so I don't really need to worry too much. And let's see what we can get here. Oh, unfortunately no sign of the boss, but I can basically power it up 3 times my bench with the Dynamotor, and I only need to survive upcoming turn and I will probably win the game. So Bolt Storm, more than enough for the knockout, 620. And if he have Galar Mind Leafeon, he will definitely win the game. But also, actually he will not, because he will also need, in addition to that, Boss's Orders or Tool Scraper to scrap my Cape of Toughness, because right now Boltund actually have a 250 damage, 250 HP, and the max damage he can output with the Galar Mine is 240, so he will be short for 10. And luckily there is no Drizzile from the previous turn in play, so there's a Level Ball and another Drizzile to enter the bench. And this Drizzile might be either way for something like a research, maybe even for Sycamore into 7, or just for Evolution Instance. So another Evolution Instance, meaning probably that he have supporter card, maybe even a Boss's Orders, which will not be enough. So okay, the moment of truth. Can he find exactly all of the pieces of the puzzles that he needs? There is a Quick Ball. So he needs Galar Mine as well as the... Yeah, I'm hitting for like 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm hitting for like 310, which is exactly enough for the knockout, and additionally I will also have that Lightning Energy. So he is desperately trying to thin the deck so he can find Galar Mine. Oh no, that's a GG. Well played. Okay, so I can add 1 more energy and Bolt Storm for the one-hit knockout, and actually 340 damage in total to win this game. Kind of surprising how good Boltund actually can potentially be, at least in theory. You know, But yeah, I mean, I played it pretty much with the Bede Raihan combo, but you could also just, you know, remove Bedes and maybe just play one Raihan and tech turbo patches inside of it, so you can try to flip a coin in the early stage of the game where you can potentially even power up your Vikavolt, so you can maybe try to set a paralyzing bolt in theory. But overall, it is a very interesting deck idea. But unfortunately, it's not going to be super good as you think it might be, because there is something like Urshifu, Rapid Strike Urshifu that can take 2 Flaaffies from the bench. There is a single strike Urshifu that can also one-hit knock with your Boltund for the weakness, and there are also Dragapult Inteleons that will definitely counter your bench setup, and the energy will be denied as well by those hammers. So unfortunately, it's not gonna be that good as you might think it is, or it would be, but still it is a really interesting deck list to share with you guys in today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel for more videos. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you think about the deck in the comments below. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you next time.